What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm on the run. Out here doing this and that, getting stuff done, as I always am. This street here is it looks smooth, but I don't know. It looks smooth. It feels a little rocky. Shout out to you guys, my subs, new and old. Thank you for riding with me, literally and metaphorically, to 5,000. Slow motion's better than no motion. And let's get into the topic. Listen, let me just start out by saying, shout out to my white guys out there. Really, shout out to my white guys out there. Liberal white women strike again. Man, it's crazy because y'all warned us. Y'all warned us about liberal white women, and we weren't really seeing it, but because TikTok has given these women an avenue to be as goofy as they want to be and upload it to the world, we are seeing this stuff widespread. So we have a feminist dating coach that's talking about, or feminist relationship coach. She's claiming she's not slept with her husband in a year. Now, I have no idea why you would take any sort of relationship advice from a feminist. I have no idea why you would take one from a married woman who hasn't had sex with her husband or slept with her husband in any way in a year. But here we are. We have people who are giving marital advice, relationship advice, and they're doing all the things that you shouldn't do. They're doing all things that are counterproductive to a relationship. You can't have a good relationship if you guys aren't having sex. I'm sorry. It's one thing if for a medical reason one is not able to perform, but if you guys are just going day after day, week after week, month after month, in this case a year and counting, without having sex, you can't convince me that that's a healthy relationship, man. No one gets into a relationship to stop having sex. They don't. So what is the point? You might as well be by yourself. Not to say that there aren't other benefits from being in a relationship, but that is one of the main benefits of a relationship, is that you don't have to be out in the streets doing this and that, looking for this and that, because you have somebody at home that you do those things with. This woman, she makes a lot of videos talking about this is what it's like having a equal partner relationship. That right there should tell you everything that you need to know. Fellas, if your woman refers to you as her partner, she probably doesn't respect you. I'm really of that mind frame. Not her husband, not her boyfriend, not her man, her partner. If she refers to you as her partner, she probably doesn't respect you. And that's reflected in the fact that she doesn't want to have relations with you. Like, really, you guys have heard me say many times, your woman should want to jump you. If you aren't making her aroused simply being around her, if just seeing you, being around you, just being in your aura doesn't arouse her in some way, shape, or form, it doesn't get her turned on, you're probably not doing enough. You need to get in the gym, you need to fix your posture, you need to dress better, you need to get your confidence up, because it's not always just physically looking better. There's other aspects to attraction as well. So if you got slumped over shoulders, you speak low, you're not very confident, these things are also a turnoff. They will kind of curb attraction. A woman that's highly attracted to you is not going to pull these silly little games. Now, she was talking about she had to make a decision of prioritizing her sleep. And they're secure enough in their relationship, because that's always the go-to when people are doing something that's very odd, to try to defend about why they're doing something odd. They try to make it seem like, no, the problem is you're just not secure enough in your relationship. So she basically was saying they're secure enough in their relationship to where they realize that not being unconscious next to each other for 8 hours, it doesn't matter to them. It's not going to hurt their relationship. That's cap, man. And then she went on to further say that if you don't agree with her, you're the weird one. All right, you're the one. If not laying unconscious, this is her words, not mine. If not laying unconscious next to your partner for 8 hours is going to hurt your relationship, then you didn't have a very good relationship to begin with. I have never, ever been with a woman that didn't want to sleep by me. Even if she was angry with me, she wanted to sleep by me. She wanted the warmth of my body. She wanted to, put my arms around her. She wanted my masculine energy to be around her while she was asleep. It made her feel safe. So I find that to be cap of what she was saying there. But this just goes to show where we're at, man. You got men being, and it's men, it's our fault, because this stuff only happens because we allow it. You have men being downplayed to the role of what's she call them? Equal partner. We're not equal, man. We are not equal. I'm a man, you're a woman. We're not equal. Equal means same. We're not the same. We get naked and stand in front of each other, we quickly see how different we are. And we have different, roles. Yes, gender roles exist. We have different roles. There's different expectations of us in society. Society likes to play that progressive game of, we're equal when we're not, because women tend to get handled with a much gentler, approach when it comes to accountability, if they get held accountable at all, than men do. Women oftentimes, it's not her fault. She this, she that. Women are always going to be seen as more sympathetic than a man is. So how do you do that and then claim we're equal? There's things that women get away with that men cannot. Women can go online and cry into their phone about how they're depressed about this or how unfair that is, and people are going to feel sympathy for them. That's not an option for me. Not that I would ever want it to be, but that still wouldn't be an option for me if I did it. People would not feel sympathetic. So you can't take advantage of double standards on one hand, and then on the other hand pretend like they don't exist. We're truly equal, everything's the same. It's not. We're not the same at all. We never have been, we never will be, regardless of how progressive of a message these people try to push. It just is not rooted in reality. But you got men that are being minimized to, this is what an equal partner relationship looks like. You've got men being also minimized to the box of nesting partner. This is another one that I've heard. Nesting partner. And basically what that is it's a woman and a man living together, and the man is expected to do all things that a man would do, as being the man in the household, except actually benefit from living with a woman in a relationship. So basically, he does all things that a man in a relationship would do, but he gets none of the perks that a man in a relationship would get. And this has been dubbed a nesting partner. That's insane to me, man. I hear some of this stuff and I'm just like, who actually falls for this? Are you guys really that hard up to be around a woman that you fall for this sort of stuff? You agree to this sort of stuff? And honestly, if you're a grown man and you agree to these terms, this is why she's never going to have respect for you, because she's already disrespecting you out of the gate by suggesting that you put yourself in this situation. And then if you agree to it, I mean, there's already a low level of respect as it is. And then you agree to it, and the level of respect that she has for you plummets even further because you actually agreed to it. She'll have more respect and more attraction for the guy to say, bitch, hell no, than you, the guy who's like, oh yes, whatever you say, honey. You know, just insane. And I don't know what's scarier. The fact that people like this are putting this sort of nonsense out there in the ether, or the fact that there's really people out there watching this stuff and thinking, yes, that's perfect, I'm gonna try this too. I don't know. It's just a really real weird world that we're living in today. And all of this stuff, notice, all of this stuff is just emasculation. It's all to downplay the man's importance in the world. You cannot tell me that if you take these scenarios and flip them to where it's the man getting all things, all the benefits of living with a woman, but never providing her with any of the perks of, you know, her being the woman of the house, that people will be in agreement with it. It's only when it's favoring the woman and slighting the man that this sort of stuff is highly encouraged. It's okay. It's encouraged. It's okay. It's celebrated even. Let it be a situation where a man is getting all the perks of having a woman around, but he's not giving her any in return. No, people would not go for that. He'd be all types of ain't shit dude. These double standards, they're getting more and more and more ridiculous. And again, I have to say it's men's fault because men allow it. Feminism only exists because men allow it. That's why you don't see feminism in these other different countries. It doesn't exist. Men allow feminism. So I find it ironic that you have women who think that they don't need men, they can survive without men or whatever, when they're not even strong enough to hold up feminism. In order for feminism to have to exist, they have to acquire men to fight for feminism in their place because they're too weak to fight for it themselves. But they don't need men. Make that make sense. I'm gonna leave this there for whoever needs to hear it. Chime in, let me know what you guys think. As always, I'm gonna holler at y'all soon. Peace.